What's up? What's up? Welcome back for another recap video. Boy, oh boy, sweet baby Jesus, VVOS. I haven't seen something like this since 2020, 2021. Holy crap, this thing closed yesterday at $3.92 and topped out today at $48 a share. This, from previous close to the high, was 900%. 900%. I haven't seen something like this in such a long time. And this was completely tradable. All of this action was completely tradable. None of that halting, low volume halting nonsense that we've gotten in the past year or so. Like, this was legitimate high volume tradable price action. And I feel like I severely undercapitalized on VVOS. I am green only $60 on the day. I was actually red at some point. We can go through the my analytics. We can pull up the running P&L first. But we'll take a look at the running P&L. I was actually red today. So at the high, I was up 82 right at the open. I was thinking VVOS, we can see that breakthrough, $13.99 up to 14. But started giving back profits, going red, and then I was pretty much red until about 10:30. No, 11. Was that 11:30? Yeah, so like 11:30, I started making money back on VVOS, and then at that point, I was trying to juggle my day job and trading, and that never goes well. And I ended up making some small gains on it, but I just wasn't focused enough because I was busy trying to work and trade at the same time that I didn't capitalize on VVOS. I had a couple really good entries on this, and man, like this, if this would have happened like just right at the open or like right before 10:30, then I would be in a completely different headspace to really capitalize on that. So I'd start my workday at 11 for my day job, and so as soon as we halted up, that was it. Like, I was getting ready, 10:45. I still got to eat something. I haven't eaten. I was up at like 8 o'clock. Now it's 10:45. Usually I got to eat something before I start. So right in this area, I had to like start walking away. But I had some really nice entries. Yeah, right down here, I got a quick scalp, 1291 through 13. We pulled back again. I got in at 1197. We wicked down, and I literally bottom ticked this. This is pathetic. I literally bottom ticked that, and then it finally ripped from 1150 into a halt up. We unhalted here. We consolidated. I started scalping the range there. I actually got some decent wins in there. Man, like if I would actually put some size on this, the reason I was trading such small size is because I was trying to like make breakfast. I was trying to like, literally I'd have an alert set, and when I hear the alert, I would run from the kitchen, sit down and try to trade real quick. And that just didn't work out. So I had to trade small size just because I didn't have my focus totally on the market. But if I could have done this on like 500 shares, it definitely could have been very, very nice profits. So I got 40 cents there, 10 cents there, or no, 4 cents there. Break even there, small green there. And then on this pullback, man, this was great. I had 1522 was my entry. So right here for the break to the 9 EMA, I took my profits at 1584 and 1636 into the high. So that was an overall pretty decent trade there. And then we ripped all the way up to 19. Started pulling back, kind of like scalping the dips there. I got maybe 6 cents there. Actually lost 7 cents there. So pretty much break even in that portion. Then we got a flash down, false breakout. Scalping the dips there at 1704, right off the whole dollar support level. And previous low support over here. We can take a look. So we had a low here, and then we bottomed out right in line with that support, and it's on right around a whole dollar. So I was able to capture a good 15 cents there. Here, a quick 10 cents on this dip. So I had some really, really good entries. I guess the main thing was just my lack of focus, and I didn't feel like I was completely in sync to give all of my attention to the market at this point past 11, because I was trying to work at the same time. Like there were some times I was taking calls and literally trying to trade while I had my headset, talking to customers. I'm trying to trade at the same time and while assisting them. So I've done that a couple times today. But because I didn't have that full focus, I did not feel comfortable doing my normal share size. Like around, I probably would be trading around 500 shares on this, something like this. And then we started consolidating real strong midday. And whenever you see like this, something like this, you're definitely gearing up for at least a swipe to the highs or swipe to the lows. Because you have a lot of shorts trapped in here, and you also have a lot of longs trapped as well. So whenever you see a solid support holding up like this, it's definitely going to go either way, straight up or straight down or both. Sometimes it'll rip up and then swipe all the way back down. But yeah, right around this area, we swiped down, kind of stopped out longs, reclaimed, and this was the signal that the move was about to happen. So, you have the bigger players hunting for more shares off the lows, shaking people out to the short side and the long side before picking the direction. It's what we see a lot of the time on the low float, these low float moves. Got a little bit shaked out in that area, but then, man, like this breakout here, I didn't have any of this recorded, by the way, after like around 11. I didn't have any of this recorded. And I caught this breakout here. I wanted to catch the break of 1850. As soon as I saw 1850, I hit the buy market. I got filled all the way up at 1935 into the high. The pre-market or the previous high was 1950. So I got right before that high, and we went right into a halt up, and I sold from 1935 up to 1990. I thought that was a great trade. I thought, man, I just had a 60-cent trade. I am looking great right now, even though it's on 50 shares. I'm like, sweet. I'm sitting pretty. And then we unhalt $3 higher, rip another $3, and just goes up another $20. And I'm like, man, if I would have just held 50 shares, would I be up like? I think I'd be up over 1,000. I'd be up over 1,000 today if I held 50 shares. But it is what it is. It was a great scalp. 1935 up to 1990, in and of itself, it's a great trade. It could have easily as just have reversed as well, and rejected that. And then this is where the action really started to come in. But I was all over the place here. I'm busy trying to trade, trying to work, and like I just could not get dialed in. I had a couple good entries off the dips here. Is like, here's a 35-cent trade, there's a 10-cent loss, and there is another 12-cent win. So, small gains there. And then we just started going on a tear, halt after halt after halt after halt. Some big short sellers must have gotten squeezed heavy on this thing. I saw a tweet out that the shares going short were really cheap. So that probably contributed to a couple of short sellers just getting over positioned, oversized to the short side, and just causing this thing to rip. Because if shares are cheap to borrow to go short, and when's the last time we've seen a stock that actually went from $3 to $48? Hasn't happened in a while. So chances are it wouldn't have done that. But just on that one-off chance that something like this happens, you got to be able to manage your risk, especially if you're a short seller, because you can lose more money than you bet on the stock, or you can lose more money than you put in on the stock, because you are you're borrowing shares. So I mean, this thing can go, and this thing can go as high as it wants. There's no ceiling to how high this thing can go. So I'm sure a lot of short sellers have gotten a wake-up call, but I think these next few days, tomorrow is the last day of the month, I think we're going to see something juicy, because we see something like this, there's FOMO in the market. I got FOMO. I got FOMO, but I know I'm disciplined enough to keep it reeled in. Make sure that the market is giving opportunity before I start to size in, before I start to get aggressive, because, it's never a guarantee. It's never a guarantee tomorrow we're going to sit down and we're going to see another 900% move in a stock. Likely, we're not going to see another 900% move tomorrow, but we'll probably see another 100% move or a 200% move or a 300% move. I think that is probable, but it just also comes down to the timing of when that's going to happen, what stock that's going to happen on, and so that's why we got to be patient and really wait for the clear winner. And this morning, the problem for me was I couldn't find a clear winner up until 11 o'clock, around 11 o'clock, and that's when I had to start work. But there was no clear winner up until, VVOS went through $14. I'm like, there's nothing moving. Like, there's nothing at all in the market. We had RDHL. This one, RDHL, this one choppy as hell. This one, I got caught in this wick here. I was just kind of adding into the high. I thought this thing was really going to squeeze, and I don't know. I was kind of hopeful thinking, because of the strong close and after hours and early pre-market, that we would, see another test of the highs. But I was wrong, and I took some small losses on that. Wheeler wasn't moving. CYTO didn't start moving until 11. So this one was really out of play for pretty much most of the morning until midday. And then Wheeler, this one, again, very choppy, not much of a range. So really there was nothing until 11 o'clock. And that's why, I was really reeled in on my share size as well, because there's really nothing moving. I didn't think it would be actually that much of a hot day. I was up $80, and then I gave it back and went red. I'm like, you know what? Could just be another scratch day. Then we see VVOS coming up, of course, after 11. But, I was able to get some green today, so that was good. It's better to be green than red. Of course, got to be grateful to be green, because, it could be massively red. Even if I'm going long, I could still be massively red on VVOS. I know there's some traders out there who have been trading along VVOS and are red. So, it's not, you always got to be grateful for the gains. Learn from your mistakes. Rewatch the market. Unfortunately, I don't have any of this recorded. And man, I don't know why I was not recording. The best thing to do is just, review and get better for the next day, because there's going to be another one around the corner. There's going to be another one. So it's best that I don't get my panties in a bunch for missing this or not really capitalizing on it, because there's going to be another one. And I'm sure there's going to be another one right around the corner, like tomorrow. I'm sure there's going to be something tomorrow that I can make some money on. But it doesn't mean that I'm just going to just blindly buy into the next breakout full size. It doesn't mean that I'm doing that. Previously, when I see something like this, when I was a young newbie, I would see something like this and then be like, all right, market's hot, next breakout, I'm going full size, full account position. I'm not doing that anymore. I don't do that. It's just about staying disciplined, waiting for the right moment, waiting for the volume, waiting for the conviction, and following your risk management. You could still go for the breakout, but as long as you have that risk management, you know where to cut it at a reasonable loss, then your account is going to be in good shape over the long term. So we'll take a look here at the stats for the day. So everything actually looked kind of fine. My accuracy, right around a little over 50%, which is right kind of where I want it to be. I don't want under 50%. I want slightly over 50, between 50 and 60 minimum. Average risk reward, that is a little bit slacking, but I am positive, so that's good. I guess the biggest problem was I did have a larger winner in there, but nothing out of the ordinary. This one, I only had 100 shares, so I lost 50 cents. So still, that was only a 4% loss. That was only a 4% loss. That's nothing. So really nothing, no really bad trades, I would say, today. I didn't have any bad trades. I think it was just mostly lack of focus because I did have my job starting. So, you know, it is nice when I do get a nice runner right around between 9:30 and 10:30, because that's like the pitch that's going right down the middle, and I'm just swinging hard, and it's going right into the bleachers. So hopefully we get something like that tomorrow around that time. But I'm gonna get up early. I think I'm gonna get up early. You know, get some good sleep tonight. Wake up tomorrow. Be ready for 7 a.m. Early pre-market, because with this type of momentum, I think we might see something right as pre-market starts up. So I want to be there to capitalize on it. Depending, I may start the pre-market pump a little bit early. Yes, I've been doing a pre-market pump, which is a live stream, which we get pumped pre-market, reviewing the watch lists on the day, the stocks, doing a little bit of live trading for you guys, listing some awesome music. So hope to see you guys there. If you guys are a new viewer, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, support the channel. I would love to see it. Get involved in the Discord community. We are active every single day, helping people out, getting better every day. So hope to see you guys there as well. But tomorrow is going to be it. Tomorrow is the last day of the month. But, you know, it's just like any other day. It's just like any other day. Don't get attached to the last day of the month. Just treat it like any other day. When there's opportunity, you got to capitalize on it. You got to manage your risk. You got to cut your losses quick, and we will be successful. So that's it for me. Make sure you drop a like. Check out the links in the description. Hit that subscribe button for those new viewers, and I will catch you guys in the next video, which will be the pre-market pump tomorrow. All right. Get some good sleep for tomorrow. See ya. Peace.